We've got one more for you today, and that will be YerAnd versus Ytterbijum. So let's get into the draft. We've got YerAnd picking up the coin flip and choosing SpyParty as their first venue set, which is Modern, Redwoods, High Rise, and Veranda. Ytterbijum from that set bans out Ballroom, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Ytterbijum chooses ABCs, which is I lost my list.
Aquarium, balcony, ballroom, and courtyard. ABCs.
Thank you kindly. And from that, it's... Wait a second.
That's the one that ballroom got banned from.
Yeah.
Redwood got banned from the SpyParty.
Yes. I was like, wait a second. Redwood isn't ABCs. What have I done wrong?
ABC are...
Yeah, exactly. So that is how the draft winds up between them. It's going to be YerAnd starting things off on the spy side of Modern, which is always a good time. We've already got to see a little bit of this. Hopefully we wind up with some faster characters, with YerAnd on the spy, Ytterbijum on the sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, we saw spy wins from both players in our last set on Modern. And if you're wondering why Ytterbijum is in this set, they defeated Legorv Janine in the last round, in the round of 32. So big upset in the round of 32, and now they're going to try for another big upset up against YerAnd.
Yeah, Legorv is no joke. That man is extremely good at this game, so a win over Legorv is a pretty significant vote of confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
Into the bar we go to grab a quick delegate, 34% on the flirt as well, and tracking down the double agent.
Yep, unable to track down Disney as he's going from Windows to an empty conversation, so gonna join here with the double agent. The conversations are okay, not terribly full, but all of the SDAs are in if we do want to take this. Everybody's gonna have real.
That is true, but to be fair, YerAnd has no way of knowing it. Just disappointedly watching as his seduction target wanders aimlessly around.
Ugh.
Now, as soon as we start the contact, the double agent steps away and it winds up being forced to fake.
Yep, and there's only one real conversation now. This conversation by the bar has 5 reels in it, but other than that, just a couple fakes and then 4 lowlights get out of that BB, so not great for YerAnd here.
Certainly not. Into conversation with a seduction target once more. It's another white, which brings us up to 68%. Wasn't able to get any crazy drive-by bug shenaniganry either, so it's just a very slow start coming out from YerAnd. All we've got right now is those 2 flirts.
Yep, you're not going to see the absolute green machine from YerAnd that we see out of players like Lazy Bear and Opie Rights, but he's got a really consistent spy, and he'll do some nice shenanigans with things like microfilm, and then his sniper's just really going to lock down the spy.
Under 2 minutes to play now. Kind of eyeing up the double agent a little bit, but I think before we do anything there, he's going to make sure he gets this timer flirt, and indeed that is exactly what happens. So flirt is now done, but we've only got 1 minute and 30 left and 3 missions to do with no progress.
Yep, and we don't have real contact done. We have the fake, so there's been info for the sniper. We're going to join with the real double agent here and hopefully get it done.
Here's the contact coming off. 1, 2, 3 extra lowlights. So that's Oh, that's an in-convo bug.
It's a really nice in-combo bug, too, because it's on screen, but he's zoomed out and moving around a little bit. It does not get caught by Ytterbium.
Absolutely beautiful, and that is going to put YerAnd right back into this game. 45 seconds left to play as we step into the blue bookcase. It's still a scary situation, but this is a lot more doable than it was just a few moments ago. Out comes the blue book.
Yep, and this book is definitely going to go into green or red. Not sure which one, but at either 11 seconds or at 1 second, this book is getting slammed. If a shot doesn't come off.
20 seconds left on the clock. We are deep into the beep beeps by this point. 15 seconds. It goes to green. 11 seconds slam. Doesn't hang around. Just gets it in and gets gone. Ytterbijum does not catch a whiff of it, and YerAnd picks up game number 1.
Yep, and no mission completions until a minute 35, and then boom, 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 boom. 12 seconds, we're done with missions.
Good grief. That is some powerful stuff. On to the next one we go, as Ytterbijum now takes the spy side of things against YerAnd Sniper, which is very scary, in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if there's anybody in SpyParty that can get lowlights and highlights off of the pathing on Modern like YerAnd. An absolute expert at Modern pathing.
Which is even scarier.
Yeah, especially as a slow character like Tex that you're going to spend more time walking around. We get a white time ad at the start of this game. A lot of people at Windows.
Yeah, early white time ad. A lot of people at Windows is nice, but doesn't look like that time ad was noticed. Problem with long games against YerAnd, as you were saying, pathing lowlights is just more chance for that to happen.
Yep, players like PwnNoob will tell you the way to beat YerAnd is to get your missions done before they can eliminate all the other party guests.
There's a pair of inspects going early on, and a highlight and a briefcase for a difficult print. Does he hit it? He does hit it, so that could be pretty big moving forward. He's got to move pretty quick.
Yep, and another really risky thing to do against YerAnd, pick up the briefcase.
Oh, yes.
Or not pick up the briefcase. That can also be just as risky against YerAnd.
Yeah, briefcase is an enigma to a great many people. YerAnd is very much not one of those people.
And yet, even they will tell you that they have no idea what's going on with the briefcase.
Nobody truly knows what's going on with the briefcase. As we pick up a delegate at the bar, we'll see if anything comes of it.
Yep, there's no print on this drink, so we just have the delegate, and finally maybe going to get next to Duke in this conversation?
It does indeed happen. This is going to be the opening flirt of the game, including a time ad with 3 minutes left to play, which is, I mean, there's still plenty of time, but usually you see a flirt way before that. This one is white for 34%, and we get a contact off for our troubles.
Yep, and we're going to get 3 more lowlights. Rocker was available too, but that 3 lowlight contact you see down on the bottom of your screen, there's actually 7 lowlights, so lowlights have been happening.
And 2 of those 3 lowlights were in conversation.
Yeah, lowlights have just been happening steadily throughout this game, so we don't get the Purloin off. Duke 2 seconds away from taking the list, just like we saw in our last set.
Yeah, people like to try to wait as long as they can to get these delegates off, but that means they quite often get bitten for it. 2 minutes left to play. Ytterbijum going all the way out to the time ad corner.
Yeah, we'll see if he decides to add time again. That's extremely risky now that there's 7 lowlights in the party.
Yeah, and he doesn't, which is almost certainly a good call. Back into conversation we go. Bit of a distance, but not too great. Another white flirt brings up to 63%, which is not enough. So we're going to need a green test on the last one.
Yeah, and this party is really slowed down for Ytterbium. Not really anybody doing anything. Still just those 3 highlights and still those 7 lowlights.
And it looks like it's going to be statues. Another visit here with 1:05 on the clock. Can't inspect swap this. There's not enough mission completion, so it's just going to be the second completion here. Just swap it anyways! This is
like
very
we can.
bad. This is not good. This is a shot, and YerAnd sweeps the first venue of the match.
Yeah, it looks like Ytterbium disagreed on can't inspect swap there, but well, indeed, okay, you were the correct person.
Survive a certain spec swap is probably more properly worded.
Yeah, you were definitely in the right there in that it did not work out for the spy.
Yeah, just didn't quite get enough stuff done, which is a common problem in the game of SpyParty as YerAnd steps into the spy side of Aquarium, which has very much turned into the venue of extreme shenaniganry against Ytterbijum's sniper in 3-2-1 playing it.
Yeah, YerAnd, one of the original shenanigan Aquarium players, but in a way different way than we've seen in the past year. Instead of finishing behind the shark, they would just get some sneaky missions done behind the shark. Things like action test microfilms out in no man's land. But I'm assuming that they've adapted their play to be able to do those 3-mission you need to shoot now finishes.
Oh, I am sure. YerAnd is a very experienced shenaniganeer. Started at the statues, got himself a pair of inspects, is now hanging out in a fairly innocent conversation, which the seduction target drops in on to say hi. That's a free green flirt for 44%.
Yep, really nice of Rocker there. She was at the bookcase, just decides, you know what, I'm going to let the spy get a flirt here. Not going to make them do too much work. And high shark means we're not going to be able to get a bug in this bottom conversation, but we can join the double agent in the bottom left, and these conversations are pretty full, or at least they were a second ago.
There will be more opportunities as YerAnd is hanging out with the double agent, just waiting for one more person to get in the conversation before he pulls the trigger on it, and immediately people start leaving instead. It's all very sad.
Oh, and Rocker joins right where we were standing before. We do
There's
take
the
that contact.
Banana split, by the way. We'll see if anything comes of it, but I suspect not. And tries to go for another flirt, but Rocker once again steps away at the worst possible moment.
And this looks like we're going to get the flirt at the blue bookcase, and I'm going to guess we're going to get some microfilm stuff done here, too, with the shark behind.
Bring on the shenanigans? No?
No.
No shenanigans? That's surprising.
Definitely. When I think YerAnd and Aquarium, I think microfilm action heads. Oh,
there we go.
There it is.
We fixed it.
It just took a second. He heard us.
You love to see it. So 95% on the flirt. We've got 2 inspects done. We've got the contact done. We've got blue microfilm in pocket. We've still got 1:40 seconds left to play. This is going pretty well for YerAnd, who is back in statues, finishing up these inspects, finally completing the first mission he got progress on.
Yeah, and somehow has managed to avoid a highlight up to this point. I'm not sure what Ytterbium's using their highlights for, but it's clearly not for inspects, as we've gotten all 3 of those done without accruing that bright border.
Into green bookcase we go for a difficult fingerprint that unfortunately does not take.
Yep, we take this book out because middle shark's going to be coming across, not bottom shark, and we can finish up that flirt in the meantime. And then as soon as we finish up that flirt, I'm guessing we're going right back to that bookcase, and we're going to get the action test behind the shark.
Finishing up flirt at a distance as well, so that's always nice to see. 1 mission left to do, and we are already prepared to have a go at it. Shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen! We've acquired shenanigans. Back we go to green bookcase.
Yep, and this is going to be bottom shark coming across. I'm expecting YerAnd to slam it as soon as the shark appears, and then just walk across with the shark, not being able to be shot.
That is absolutely exactly what is happening. I don't think Ytterbijum caught on to any of it, actually. I think YerAnd got it done extremely cleanly. That's 3-0.
Yeah, that's what you see out of YerAnd with the shenanigans on Aquarium. They're still gonna do shenanigans, but they're not gonna be the top suspect. Oh no, I can't shoot them. You're just not even gonna know they existed.
Absolute hero. Ytterbijum on the spy side against YerAnd's sniper, looking to find a way to get on the board in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, going down 3-0 against somebody like YerAnd that it's going to be so tough to find spy wins. Really backbreaking early on in the set.
Yeah, absolutely. This was always going to be an extremely tall task for anyone, really, but especially Ytterbijum. That's a straight up purloin.
Yep, it's a purloin
that's
and a
not a
gulp.
delegate. That is just a purloin.
Yeah, and I don't like this play though.
Oh, are we returning the list?
Well, I don't think you actually can return to the bar. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, because it's so rare that people actually attempt to return the list at any point in time.
Yeah, interesting decision there. They still demand another drink and get offered to again, but wisely just rejects, because if you take a drink there, it just looks like you purloined.
Yeah. Yes, it does. What an odd series of events that was. Into the blue bookcase we go for 34% on the flirt, and now we've got a blue book to play with.
Yeah, and it looks like Ytterbium is gonna take the advice of the last game and get their missions done as quick as they possibly can. We have 34% flirt, we've got a mission done, and we've got half of our microfilm. So we can get a flirt, the other half of the microfilm, and a contact. We're done.
Well, here's that contact getting ready to go off, and also a bug.
Banana bread.
Yeah, the ambassador is there.
Bug?
We could...
No bug. Disappointment.
Oh, and tech even comes around us. It would have been completely free.
And also shark, that too.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I'm sad we didn't get a bug.
That bug would have been so nice. And this
Back
is a far flirt.
Yep, this is a very far flirt. This like might be a 17.
Yeah, these conversations on Aquarium are pretty big.
Never mind.
This is
it
not
was a red
17.
test. The one
Not
thing
17.
that's worse than 17.
Yeah,
oh dear.
There's some times where you do that intentionally, but I don't think that was one of them.
Nope. I don't think it was. Minute and 20 left on the clock as we're just sort of staring forlornly at our seduction target at the bar. Here we go for a second flirt. It's a white test. 64% is 2% short of where we need to be to make sure we don't have to hit a green on the last one.
Yep, could have stood a little bit closer, but instead we are just going to get to that 64%, and now we're going to have to get that microfilm behind Shark, which is not going to happen for a while.
No, no, it's not. This is just looking unfortunate. We're going into statues. We don't have any statues yet, so this is not going to be a mission completion. 40 seconds left to play. It's looking not good.
Yeah, this inspect here is a really weird decision. Getting 2 inspects there with 40 seconds left, just you're not going to be able to finish reasonably.
Yeah, and now we have more progress than we can actually use. Back into green bookcase to try to intercept the seduction target, but instead blocks the seduction target and knocks him back out to conversation, so we have to chase the conversation, and there's the flirt done. But That's not the last mission, and also we've died anyways.
Yeah, YerAnd sees that we don't even pick up a book, and just shooting as soon as they can.
So that's 4-0. Good grief.
Yeah, and we're going into YerAnd, so
I love that.
it's pretty tough. YerAnd loves 3 maps more than any of the other venues, and that's the 3 that we're starting with in this set. So
Yeah, it's not looking great as YerAnd steps into the spy side of things versus Ytterbijum's sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Time ad. Another time ad. Both green. You love to see it. And into conversation we go with the seduction target for maybe not exactly a by the book start, but something that looks like it to a sniper.
yeah, Sniper's still seeing around 4 minutes on the clock. Spy not seeing anything close to that.
No, very much not. There's the first flirt on a green test for 51%. Oh my.
And here's the situation where you lowlight Taft, Boots, and Rocker, because none of them have gotten those time ads past you.
True. Looks like we're just going to timer flirt here, which, considering 4.5 minutes on the clock, seems like a very sound decision.
Yeah, and I'm predicting that this is going to be where we get the 2 flirt and didn't need it at all. Nope.
No, it was white, but I stand by the didn't need it at all statement.
And what do
Picking
you
up a
do when you
quick
have an extra minute and a half? You just take an innocent drink and hang out in the party.
In this case, with the double agent.
Yep, just not a lot happening. There's a little flurry of activity in the front of the party, but other than that, people are sitting in conversations. This is a pretty good contact.
Yeah, that suits YerAnd just fine. Here comes the contact. Just spending a little bit of extra time so it's not particularly suspicious. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of a flurry of activity right as the contact comes off, so that's 3 lowlights. 4 now.
Still really nice, though. 4 lowlights on veranda, not a ton of information given up.
Bug? No bug.
We're going to get offered again after we gulped. Still not going to take a purloin, though. YerAnd just doesn't see any reason to do something exceedingly risky early on in this game. Because
Yeah,
it is still early on with those 2 time ads.
And you added a minute and 30 seconds to this game. Just let your opponent acquire suspect. Oh, hello, seduction target. Thank you for allowing me to finish that up completely for free. That was very nice of you.
Yeah, just when the party can do whatever it wants for a long time, sometimes things can work out for the spy.
Very much so. All right.
We got the easy ones done, though.
We go. Yeah, we got the easy ones done. Now it's bookcase. Now it's a fingerprint. Now the time ads have finally run their course and the clock is moving back at a normal speed again after like half the game has gone by.
Yep, YerAnd gonna pick up either an inspect or a second print relatively soon, I think. Gonna try and keep that really slow, steady mission progress going. Or he might just go ahead and add more time.
I don't think he's gonna add more time. I think that would be hilarious, but I don't think he's going to do it. 2 minutes left to play. We've got 2 completions and a fingerprint.
YerAnd took that path just to take that path. He walked in front of the Taft at that window pad because he knew he could, and none of us knew he could.
What a hero. This man is so good at this game.
And just innocent watch check, really milking this clock, but now we're behind.
I don't know
there's
if
a
this
print
counts as
here.
behind. There's a print here, so that's print's done. And
Yeah.
we could just slam this book at green and be finished in one mission from now.
Yeah, I think that this might go back into red, and it does. But
It does.
yeah, now that we have that print done, there's a lot of ways in the last minute to get two missions done very, very quickly back to back.
This is true. Inspect Swap, though, is not one of them because we've not yet been to statues. 1 minute left to play. It's starting to get down to it, but if anyone can go real fast at the end here, it's YerAnd. Seen him do it before. It's a purloin. Start things off, a green test on the purloin, and we're in a great position for a reverse drive-by bug, which we do not take.
Yep, Ytterbium rotates really nicely to get that reverse drive-by, but it costs him seeing the fade on the purloin. They've seen the list now, though.
Yep, list is indeed gone. Not a whole lot in the way of reaction out of Ytterbijum, though.
This is going to be a bug when the ambassador passes by us.
Here we go. There it is. Not seen. YerAnd does it again from the spy side. It's 5-0.
Yeah,
this is just a masterclass.
And if he just kept his camera still, that bug was going to be really visible. And instead, he whips over either to check the bug or to highlight or lowlight somebody, and it just makes it so that he cannot see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very impressive stuff. All right. This could be the last. Well, no, I guess not, because you got to get to 7. But this could be match point if YerAnd can find a win from the sniper side here, which it usually does.
Yeah, especially on Veranda. Just, it's so hard to get something by on a venue that you can't reasonably get missions done quickly. Because he's just going to whittle down the party on you.
Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And Ytterbium Spy has not been bad. It's been consistent. It's gotten some things by YerAnd, but it's gone to the wire every time, and that just really puts YerAnd in a position to win.
Very much so, yeah. Oh, no, he left. That's sad. So, no seduction early on, unfortunately. And it's going to be statues instead.
Yep, not sure if we're going to pick up the highlight or not. We are indeed. So YerAnd's going to be highlighting for that first set of inspects. Goes to bring Queen back down and then realize she's picking up a statue, so.
An innocent conversation is an unusual choice right now for Ytterbijum, but...
Yeah, and we're on the opposite end of the venue as our seduction target, who has been Duke at least 50% of games, if not every game.
And we've got both Toby and the ambassador over here, so it's going to be watched pretty... Oh, bug! That was pretty. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, it was nice. YerAnd zoomed in, but he zoomed in, it looks like, on Toby, and so our head kind of moves a little bit, but we're definitely not getting caught for the arm there.
Yeah, that's big. Let's see if Ytterbijum can capitalize on it as we head to briefcase with no fingerprint at all on it.
Now that is something that against YerAnd that can get you a lot of credit. Just picking up an empty briefcase that is going to make you no progress.
There's our first flirt coming off. 49%, which is perfectly spaced, as long as we don't want to do a timer flirt.
Banana bread.
Fake contact coming off as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's a really good fake contact, too. We're not in a real...
Purloin. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, the white plays! Takes the list. Sorry, not takes the list. Takes the drink, but not the list.
And we got double zoomed in on, but not double zoomed in on the tray. I think that YerAnd might know we got offered to twice in a row.
It may well be. Did a lot of searching around to try to lowlight Smallman there, but got it eventually.
Has not checked the tray.
Yeah, list is go. Oh no, he did timer flirt. It's 99%. I'm very disappointed.
Now he's checking it, sees the list is gone. And we'll just see if YerAnd can suss out what happened.
Yep, double checks to make sure the list is in fact gone, and once again sees a gone list.
See if it comes back.
Now we're starting to see a little bit of reaction, but I think he's just resigned to the fact that he's missed the list and is going to try to catch some other stuff. There was very little reaction to seeing the list gone.
Yeah, I don't think had taken any sips yet, so we gulped that full drink to finish up our inspects. We didn't hit the close flirt, so we got 49.5, 49.5.
And there's the flirt finished up. 30 seconds to play, one mission to get. What's it going to be? We've still got the contact available to us, so it's probably going to be that one.
Yeah, and
it is. Here we go.
Banana
White
bread.
test on the contact.
wow.
Does take the shot? Are you serious?
Yeah, just only one real conversation there to worry about for YerAnd, and only one person that is even remotely involved with Toby that has inspects done. Just takes the shot, and I do not think that YerAnd was happy about taking that shot.
I don't think so either. I'm impressed that he was able to pull the trigger on that one. Ytterbijum played a pretty solid game there and flew under the radar throughout basically all of the big stuff. But the shot comes off nonetheless, and YerAnd is on match point, and Ytterbijum is not yet on the board, but also balcony.
Yeah, you want a little bit of whiplash? We'll go from modern, aquarium, veranda, all the way to balcony.
All right. If there's ever a way to flip the script, this is it. Let's see if Ytterbijum can pull off the comeback of a century. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yep, and I'm assuming that T-Flame is in chat rooting for the reverse sweep, and I'm right here with him. I would love to see this go 12 games after YerAnd's up 6-0.
Oh, absolutely.
Banana bread.
That would be a hell of a storyline. There's the contact coming off.
Yep, early white it's a mixed bag. YerAnd's not a huge action test spy. They don't nail 60% like some of the other players, but it's just so risky to take too much info from that when everybody's in conversation.
Green test flirt from a considerable distance gives us 30%, which is not what you want to see, but now that the seduction target has stepped away, we're in a reasonably good spot. Well, maybe now that the ambassador's there, we're not in such a great spot, especially now that Boots has stepped away.
Yeah, and
okay, this should be okay now. We've got the good positioning. All right. It is hard to keep on top of positioning as far as balcony is concerned sometimes, but that was a good one. We're up to 62%, which means we missed the second green, which means we're going to need the third one.
Oh,
or take the bug!
It's so good, Tobo.
Conversation, and Ytterbijum has no idea. Finishing off the set with style. YerAnd takes it home 7-0.
Oh, and it's right as General is crossing over us. It's at the end of our talk, so our arms flailing about is not even an issue. That's one of the cleanest Twitch bugs I've seen in a competitive set.
Oh, that was just beautiful.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, I don't know how YerAnd can come back from this flirt situation. They almost got shot there for their second talk, and they, I think, agreed and take a really, really nice bug to clinch the set.
Good God, what a play. But that's the set.